Hello everybody, it is good to be back. This is Mithril Zenith, and today we are back with more Mordor, the Depths of Dejenol. Oh man, has it been a full 2 years? I don't even know how long it's been. I have missed doing this. I have missed this. Indeed I have. So, how are you? Oh man, I have missed doing this series, and I haven't done it in so long, I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. We have items. That looks good. We have Scythe-Ale and Feather Essence, and we have these potions. Yeah. Do we have any quests? Okay. So sorry about the long time coming. I have just been... Man, I've been doing a lot of stuff. Okay, everything looks fine. Yeah, I also haven't played this in a long time, so... Here comes me forgetting probably everything. But yes, I really enjoy just making videos, and I haven't been able to for a long time because I've been away for over a year, and then my computer was so old it just wouldn't work anymore. So I got a new computer, and then it didn't have a second port, so I had to get a splitter for my headset. And then... Am I not able to kill this stupid thing? Must be using... What is wrong with this? Oh, because the unicorn horn counts as the same item type. Now I remember why I never use these. Well, it's worth a tome to me. But yes, so my computer was old, and then I needed a splitter, and then what else? Oh, and then I hurt my leg. I dislocated it, and then... So now I'm in a brace and can't bend it, but... You know, as I've been sitting at home doing basically nothing, I figured... What better time than to work on my recordings? So, yeah, I got OBS working, and that's been fun. I forget how weak Gilthriel is. Yeah, so I'm using OBS right now, and it's actually pretty solid. So, we're gonna be able to... That looks ugly to me. Stated. Oh, we almost have our full name. Whatever. But yes, I've also been playing way too much Dark Souls. That's been what's eating up my time, really. Dark Souls 1, to be honest, because I had such an old computer, I never actually played it. It couldn't run. Even though that game's not too high-end. It's from, like, what, 2011? But yeah, so I have played over 100 hours of that. Beat it once. Close to beating it a second time with a different character, but I'm trying to get all the achievements, which is taking a while. Yeah. Anyway, so that's been a thing. Anyway, I'm excited to get back into videos because I have ideas on things now. And I actually have the computer power to record them. I know, right? Strange how that works. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin. My life has been crazy. Yeah, so I came back off of my break and saw, oh wow, this series that I made has over 100 views. A couple hundred for the first episode. I think it averages out to just under 100 for all the episodes, which is shocking to me. Like, I didn't realize there was such a fan base of this game. Like, I know that there is a dedicated fan base, but that's really small. I didn't know that there were so many people willing to come out and watch and support this game. This is crazy. To me, I guess. Maybe it's not crazy to someone else. Wizard leveling is slow, as always. The elf probably doesn't have a good multiplier either. Let's see if the water's any good. Nah. I've been playing... I know that in previous videos I talked a lot about 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. I've been playing a lot of it. Well, more specifically, I've been GMing a lot of it. I have a campaign that's been going on... Gosh, how many would it be? At least like 10, maybe 12 sessions now. Yeah. And it's going well. Not quite in the ways I expected, but it's going well. It's a little bit... It's been a little bit slow in leveling, but that's more to just the way that I've been doing the campaign. Yeah, I think this campaign itself isn't, like, you know, the be-all, end-all of what D&D 5th edition can do, but it's been running pretty well, and I've been able to use a lot of my random ideas and inspiration in it, and that's... Yeah, 5th edition is a pretty solid all-around system for its setting. Is it perfect? Oh, by no means. I've tried to look into some of those things, like the... what's it called? In the DMG, they have, like, chase mechanics and stuff, and I've had moments where there have been chases, but those mechanics didn't make any sense in terms of me actually being able to use them, so I just decided it wasn't worth it, and I just make something up on the fly that would be easier, and yeah. Like, I get what they were going for with the chase mechanics, but really, that's like, okay, you have an entire session that is one chase, as opposed to, oh, you have this, you're trying to escape from the enemies here, or you're trying to chase someone down who's running. But it's just a small chase. It's not like, I don't know, it's not a huge, you know, you're running away from the, like, an army of enemies or something, or you're trying to chase down someone who's dashing through a crazy place. Like, it could be, I can definitely see, but the environment that they set up for it just seems to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, it seems to be ultra-specific. Like, if you're in that specific setting, like urban environment, well, not just urban, but it's like this specific style of urban environment, winding streets, and like if you're chasing Aladdin, basically, that would be like an urban chase. Or a wilderness encounter. Oh, well, you must be in like a heavy jungle running from a T-Rex or something. Who knows? Yeah. They have a lot of interesting things there, but it's... If you're not in that specific type of situation, it doesn't really work. Plus, it's really slow and rules heavy, and I think there's potential, but it just doesn't... It has to be studied, and everyone has to... It takes a long time to understand it. I'm sure if I used it more, I would like it more, but that's just the thing, is that it's hard to use. But oh well, that's just my thoughts on it. And wow, we're almost pinned. That only took... I don't even know how long it took. Almost 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, I lost track of where I was. Yeah. Yeah, so that's been fun. What else have I been doing? Dark Souls, XCOM, Fire Emblem. Yeah, notice a trend here. I like crazy difficult games. And maybe someday, if enough people want to see it, I could record a video series on that. Speaking of which, this seems like a good time to talk about a few of the ideas or videos that I might make in the future. I have no idea if I will or not, but they might come out. First of all, I want to do something on some Fire Emblem game. Probably Path of Radiance if I do anything, because that's a game I think is... Well, first of all, it's super rare. You cannot find a copy of Path of Radiance very well anymore. I'm lucky that I had a copy. It was the first Fire Emblem game I had, and it's... Like, I don't even remember how we found it. I guess we just picked it up at GameStop one time. It looked interesting. But, like, no one else had even heard of it, let alone played it. They might have heard, oh, that's the game with Marth, right? From Smash Bros. It's like, not exactly. Kind of, but no. I mean, now Fire Emblem's everywhere, ever since Awakening and Fates, which... Oh, I'm pinned. I love Fates so far, of what I've played of it. Awakening I have a love-hate relationship with. I don't really want to get into that too much right now, because that'll take up the whole video and probably alienate a lot of people, maybe. You know, some might agree with me, some might disagree, but I think that some of the things they did are kind of weird. Not a fan of everything, but it doesn't mean I hate it. I certainly enjoy the game. Wow, I got 2 million gold from that. Probably killed a dragon or something I wasn't paying attention to. Boom, double level. Oh, and no quest. How many items do we have? A lot? Yep, looks like a lot. Time to see if my numlock's on. I just turned it on, so... 23... 22... Why am I not identifying the items? Because... honestly, they cost more to identify and sell. Like, my net return is greater if I just... What's my character's stats? Like, I'm only maxed on Constitution. Okay, so this might actually be helpful. Good! Yes, it will be helpful. And a Tome of Leadership Evil. Nope. I'm not an evil leader, I'm a good paladin. Use the potion, more intelligence. And we, even with identifying the potion, we ended net positive after item sales. That's nice. Let's go back in for another run while I ramble on, because that seems to be what this show's about. Don't worry guys, eventually we will hit level 41 wizard. I don't know when it's gonna... My fingers were not on the right keys. I don't know when it's gonna happen. But I can say that it will happen sometime. Not saying it's gonna be soon, I'm just gonna say it's eventually. It's the old joke of what Blizzard soon is. You know, it'll happen, just give it time. And when it happens, it'll usually be done right. Yeah, was the reputation they had. I don't know if they still have it. I haven't heard talked about too much, because, I don't know, I think Diablo 3 release disappointed a lot of people, but how do you follow up with Diablo 2? You really can't. You either make something that's similar, but just newer, and then people compare it to Torchlight, and then or Path of Exile, or you make something that's different, which they did, and more approachable in some ways, but then people compare it back to D2 and they're like, oh, this isn't quite the same. They were really put in a lose-lose situation with that. Anyway, enough about that. What was I even going to talk about? My videos I want to make? Yes. I tried on my old computer and failed to make videos on FTL. Another game I haven't played in a long time that's probably past its... you know, past its prime, but is still a awesome game, in my opinion at least. I tried to make videos on Descent, not Amnesia, Dark Descent, just Descent, the, whatever it's called, 6 Degrees of Motion shooter from Parallax Software, yeah. I tried to make videos on that, and me watching them myself, I don't have motion sickness, but it was making me kind of dizzy with the lower frame rates. So I decided, you know, I should probably try to remake those on a newer computer. So that would be good. Dwarves. So I can't dazzle them. Can I harm them? Not very well. Just attacking them is... No, attacking them is not the answer. Dwarves, why are you so difficult? What spell do I get anyway? Banish Devil and Piercing Darkness. Okay, so just the super high level versions of kill spell, and I was poisoned or something? How did I not see that? Interesting. Oh well, turns out I'm blind when I'm talking. Yeah. No more Descent. I know there is a game that I love, that I want to make more stuff of, and it's called Cthulhu Saves the World. And I haven't played it in a while, and I want to really get back into it again. I've played, like, so much of it. You won't get to see any of that because this is on a new setup, a new computer, so it's released on my save files, I think. But anyway, that is an RPG that I love. It's really, really simple, but at the same time, the things they do right, they do well, and I want to talk about that. I think that what I want to do with this channel is to really make it more analytical, more of... I've been asking myself this question a lot, and I think that it's good to ask this question about just other things in general, is just asking why. You know, why do I enjoy this? Why is this fun? Why is this good? Why is this bad? I ask myself all the time, why do I want to play Mordor? I don't know, it's relaxing. It's interesting. And it has those small moments of tension where it's like, I have no idea what I'm doing, which come and go, you know? Once you level up high enough, it's like, you know, I can take this on, and then you get to a deeper floor, and it's like, wait a second, what am I doing? I can't survive here. This was a bad idea. And trying to map floors, which I'm doing in my party of 4, off screen, is always exciting, because especially if you're not using someone else's map, you have no idea where you're going, and you're probably going to fall into a pit, or a teleporter, or all of those things, and just be sad. I've been watching a lot of Pokefreak 911, I think. Yeah. He's been doing a show on Mordor, The Depths of Dejenol. This game, he's like the only other person on YouTube to know about this game, it seems like. And I've been watching him kind of, you know, blindly stumble around the game, and it's been fun. It's been exciting. Honestly, it's brought me back to that childhood's excitement and wonder and mystery of all these things. And I've enjoyed that. That's the thing I need in my life. I've realized that I need... Ooh, slaves. Context. I don't need slaves. But I need... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I just... This is... There's no recovery from that. There just isn't. There is no recovering from that statement. I need a sense of childhood wonder and excitement, and just genuine fun is what I need. I think that's why I play so much. Let's see, what have I been playing? Crypt of the Necrodancer. I got into Dungeon Boss for a while, a crazy mobile game. Been playing Hearthstone on and off. I've just been jumping around a lot of games, honestly, and I think because I'm searching for that just genuine fun and entertainment. It's something that I get from Fire Emblem at times, between moments of hardcore strategy. Um, and it's something I get from Mordor, and it's something, well, something I sometimes get from Mordor, but it's something that I really got just playing through games that I've never played before without using a guide. I think I've finally gotten to the point where I just don't want to use a guide on everything because I want to be surprised by what happens. Like, it's a weird thing. There's an innate need for me to understand, for me to know, but I've realized that as soon as I know if something's optimal, then it ruins playing the game suboptimally for me. And I've put games down because of that. I remember when I was playing through Chrono Trigger, I was stuck on a puzzle, or I wasn't sure where to go next or something. I don't know what I did, but I had gotten to the point, to the end game, where you just collect all the super weapons and stuff, with all the bonus areas and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, this is awesome. I can just go wherever I want and do what I want, and that'll be cool, right? You know. And then I get stuck, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just look up this little thing, and of course that never happens. One thing leads to another, which leads to me discovering, oh wait, I missed out on the best weapon in the game because the way to get it is insane. You have to look at a chest, you have to interact with it, but not open it, and then go later into the future and open the same chest, and it'll have the best weapon, because otherwise you just get the second best. Which, admittedly, is well enough to beat the game with. But me realizing, oh, I made a mistake, that's suboptimal, ruins the game for me enough that I didn't finish it for like a year. And I had to come back and just, okay, what things do I have that I haven't finished yet? Let me just mop this up. I might just change this to good. That's a lot of gold. But I need those spell points. This is... Yeah, it is intelligence. How much does that cost? No. Not worth for charisma. Not worth. I'm level 21 now, so what were my items? I forget. Wizard 21, wow. I remembered enough to see that, hey, you know, level 21 wizard probably gets some stuff. Yay, now I can equip myself with my actual decent stuff. But yeah, so I've been enjoying watching him stumble around kind of aimlessly. I've really enjoyed playing Dark Souls for a similar reason, I think. I didn't use a guide or look up anything when I first played through it. Okay, admittedly, I looked up some things that were like, you know, how do I get this, or what do I do with this, because I didn't want to waste any items like the boss souls, but I didn't... I don't know how to say it. I didn't use a guide all the way through. I didn't, like, look up everything. I was very much a, okay, let's try and get through this. So even if I was looking up where items were found, I didn't look up boss strategies, I didn't look up other things, aside from maybe, you know, just the thing of, oh, to get this item you have to, you know, cut off this boss's tail or something. It's like, okay, I can understand that. So I did that, and then, yeah. And that's about all I used it for. 26, 26, 26. Okay, 26 is our next gear level. Wow, this has been almost 25 minutes. Let's hope the recording works while I'm using OBS. I want to keep talking, so I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit longer. Maybe just one more run. I just really enjoy these things. And it took me a while to realize that I enjoyed them. And this dungeon level still isn't popping back up with enemies. Oh, there's an enemy. Hello, Tengu. Goodbye, Tengu. I remember when you were threatening. I must have just barely beat the respawn timer. Wow, that is crazy. Oh, whoops. I didn't cast Sight Veil Feather Essence. Those are important spells. Yeah, I've just really been enjoying playing through, I guess now they're older games, but they're new to me because I never actually got to play them before. And it's fun, and I enjoy them. But that's another thing about videos I want to make. I want to go back and look at games that I did enjoy and then ask myself, you know, do I still enjoy them? Are they still good games? They're certainly interesting or different, maybe, but are they good? Is that a good thing? Like, one of the ones that I want to go back and play is Pokemon Colosseum on the GameCube. Pokemon Colosseum did some very interesting things. You couldn't catch wild Pokemon, but it was still a full RPG. It wasn't just a 3D battle simulator like Stadium was, or the later ones were Battle Tournament, or whatever it was called. Yeah, it was really interesting and really fun. Granted, when I last played that, I was like 7 or 8 years old. So, I remember that game being pretty challenging. Because I remember that with the limited Pokemon you could catch, there's a lot of strategic, looking back, this is what I'm thinking, not when I was playing it, but looking back, I remember there's a lot of strategic potential determining, okay, what Pokemon do you use, what type of party do you make, you know, all these different questions you can ask yourself and all these different possibilities. And by limiting the pool, you open up the possibility space. I guess not really, but in a sense, you get people to ask harder questions to themselves, which is, I think, something that is fun and has a lot of potential. It's why Dark Souls, every stat point you add, every time you raise a soul level, the next level takes even more progress to get to. And we're going to be fighting this dungeon weed for a while. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore, but I want to go back and just analyze that game, because there's a couple decisions that I like that they made, and a couple of things that I think are just really poor design that I want to point out, and point out why they are that. You might have heard that, that was my phone. Yes, that was a Monster Hunter sound. Oh crap. Don't drain me, don't drain me. Do not drain me. Where's my paralysis resistance when I need it? Looks like it's Z? Yeah, I have no paralysis, drain, or stone resistance. I need that white cloak. That'll at least give me drain, I think. I don't remember what gives me paralysis resistance. If anything does. Oh. Get away from me, vomitous goose. Must have just missed the buffer. But yeah, I want to go back and just analyze that playthrough analytically. Any other games I play through, I'm not fighting ants in anti-magic area. I might fight slaves, but not ants. In AM area. Yeah, I want to go back. I just want to be more analytical with things. And just have a... Maybe I'm just using YouTube as my podium to share this off of, you know? And that's okay. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. And that's one thing about YouTube. It's just a forum for sharing things, but people don't have to listen to you, and I understand that. I think that Mordor, Holy Crusades, just will probably always be my sort of vlog-ish style videos where I just ramble on about random things. Come Disease. Stop doing this to me. But other games, I want to really look at what they are. I'm not saying that I don't look at Mordor, but there's just so much time spent grinding in it, and not so much to cover because you're doing the same things over and over. Yeah. But I enjoy just playing through a lot of different games. That's another thing I've been playing through. Mercenary Kings, I've been doing a lot of that. Not so much recently, I need to get back into that, because I got pretty close to the end, but I don't know, I just hit a grinding wall that it's not even there, but I felt like it was there, because, granted, it's Monster Hunter style, so there's always kind of a grinding wall, but I don't even know what I was trying to make. I don't know, I just got stuck on completing other things and filling out my old quests before I go on to new ones. Fun game though, fun game. Definitely needed that change of pace a little bit. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna say about just about everything. So, on this channel, look forward to more Holy Crusade. Look forward to some Cthulhu Saves the World. Definitely. Probably look forward to some Descent. I want to talk about that game and its crazy level design. What else? Look forward to, yeah, the possibility of, if I get it working and if I'm not entirely busy with other things, maybe me playing through Pokemon Colosseum or Path of Radiance. I think that those are some fun games from the GameCube era that a lot of people just, you know, didn't hit. I don't even know right now. I kind of want to and kind of don't just record my first impressions of things. Like, I've never played a lot of the Final Fantasy games. 6 and 7, everyone keeps saying are like some of the best games ever made. Final Fantasy Tactics as well, and I haven't played that. And I don't know. I feel like I get so much hype from outside that it's hard to really give myself an honest opinion. So I kind of want to, like, if I ever do play through one of those games, to record myself playing it and to record my honest first impressions. So that way I can point to it and say, this is how I actually felt when playing, instead of trying to look back through either nostalgia or anti-nostalgia, which I do a lot of anti-nostalgia, honestly. And just try to point out and see, you know, what is this? What? That's not the button I want. You know, how do I really feel about this? Because I think a lot of those games were novel at the time, and definitely do things well, but aren't necessarily the best at what they do. Do I love some games that aren't necessarily the best? I'm playing Depths of Dejenol, so you know the answer already. But at the same time, I feel like people say, oh, it's, you know, it's old, either as a free pass to give it praise or to give it hate, and I don't think necessarily they deserve either, just for being old and nostalgic. I think that things should be based on their merit at the time given, generally. Yes, but gosh, words are hard right now. I've been talking for a half hour straight. I think that'll do it for the episode once I sell all these things. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Brutal Doom. Oh wow, I have a lot of items. I've wanted to play Doom again. With the release of the new Doom, I've been interested in saying, hey, you know, Doom was a fun game. But maybe it's just because I've been ruined by newer shooters. Maybe it's just because I'm crazy. But I can't bring myself to play the original base game anymore. It just, I don't know, there's just a disconnect there. Ooh, a lot of good items. Literally good items. Another one, but we don't need more 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17? Not 117. I think 16's our own item, right? Yep. But yeah, I've wanted to play Brutal Doom because, again, I want to analyze, the things it does and maybe the reasons it does those things. I want to play through the original Doom's levels again, but I also want to say, why some things work and why some things don't. And also I just want to shoot stuff. I mean, you get in a mood where if you want to play something, if you want to play Doom, you want to play Doom, you know what I mean? You just want that feel, and it's something that, I think I understand when people are nostalgic for a specific game. It's why I play Mordor so much. When you want a specific feel, no other substitutes will do. Like, I play Legend of Grimrock, and it has... Okay, that's an entirely different game, even though it looks similar in some aspects. Grid map, dungeon exploration, that's about where the similarities end. But, yeah, when you want a specific game, you want a specific game, and that's just the way things work. So I want to play Brutal Doom again, and just show off what it does, why I like some things it does, and why I hate, let's be honest, why I hate some things it does. Why do you have to get rid of invisibility and bring in allied helper bots? That's not how Doom is. You ruin me. Invisibility was so important. Anyway, that's enough of a rant for that. If I ever get into playing Brutal Doom, you'll hear more of that rant. But, as always, I've been Mithril Zenith, and it's so good to be back, and I hope to see you all next time. Have a great day, everyone.